person. And I'm going to do a you versus them. I haven't done that in quite a long time, actually. Um, but this doesn't necessarily have to be like, because the way I channeled it, this isn't does not it's not divine masculine, divine feminine. It is someone who owes you an apology and you like, or you owe somebody an apology and take it however it resonates. And so it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner. It could be anyone that you have some kind of relationship with. It doesn't even have to be a personal relationship. It actually could be a business relationship. You take it how it resonates. But I'm using the Nightfall Tarot for the person that owes the apology. And I'm using, what is this deck called? I forget what this deck's actually called. But this is for whoever is receiving the apology. So, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Lord Yeshua, Father God, please guide me through this message. Please give me the words I need to say for the people who need the message to receive it with love and light. Please, Father God, protect me and my business, my channel, my viewers, my loved ones. Please, anyone who is suffering with homelessness, addictions, anyone who needs a car, anyone who needs a home, anyone who needs food, shelter, a friend, a breakthrough. Please, Father God, come through in a mighty way for those people who are waiting on, like, trusting and waiting for you to move. Please, Father God, will you move your hand in a mighty way this evening? In Yeshua's precious and holy name, I ask and pray, amen. All right, so, start off with, actually, I'm just going to start off with the person who owes the apology. So we got the Seven of Wands. Someone definitely, they're ready to admit it. They weren't there when you needed them. There was a group of people that came up against you, and instead of standing with you and protecting you and fighting the battle with you, this person, by their own self-admission, at least now anyways, they were a coward and they chose to join the group, the angry mob, and they did very much so help conspire, if not spearhead a lot of it, but your downfall. This person was very much involved in trying to take you down. They really want to face you and tell you why. I do believe that there was also a bribe. There was some kind of like cash or some kind of monetary gain for this person to dump you or leave you on the side of the road or ghost you and join forces with the angry mob. And this person, they can't handle the guilt anymore. They want to face you and they want to tell you. Seven of Air. So you're both in a seven energy. And you are really exactly where this person was afraid you would be, but they have no one to blame themselves, and I really believe that they know that. But you've been through too much. There's been too many lies. There's been too many betrayals. Too many people have stolen from you, like, and had no regard for your feelings. Whether they stole money, they stole time, they stole energy, they just gave you empty promises. Too many people have lied, stolen, and literally try to like kill you, or at least kill your spirit. And you just don't have any more time for excuses or empty promises or bullshit. And you're not going to just take someone at their word anymore. If this person doesn't come with more than just their I'm sorry, they're going to be sorry, like to themselves, because whoever I'm speaking to, you've had all the I'm sorries that you could take. If this person doesn't have some kind of like physical or monetary restitution or physical evidence to help you get justice in a court of law, I don't think you're going to be entertain this person at all. There's a lot of ducks. There's a lot of people. The peanut gallery, they're quacking. I mean, they're just like a lot of people are talking about the two of you, the situation, what went down, and they're laughing about the fact that they were able to come between the two of you guys, because they're one of the reasons why so many people wanted to come between you is because they could. Your connection was true, genuine, and it was real and it was deep, and the people around you could see it, and they were envious and jealous of the fact that you guys loved each other as much as you did. Wow, four swords. How's it going? Thanks for the compliment. Oh goodness, you remind me of somebody I know. You probably are then, actually. um, the person who like is in the wrong of the situation, because it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner. It could be a family member. It could be an employee or a coworker, or I guess if you're a business, it could be an employee. But this person really, they've isolated themselves. They went through something like since you've last spoken to them, and this incident, this experience, it humbled the fuck out of this person, and they're really doing a lot of inner work. They're doing a lot of introspection. I mean, they're praying and they're trying to get advice on what to say or how to approach you, because they know that they owe you an apology. They owe you they owe you a shit ton, really, because this person did steal your time. They deceived you. They possibly stole money from you. Uh, but at the end of the day, if they did nothing else, they gave you empty promises, and they did not fulfill the agreement that they promised you that they would fill, whatever that agreement was, whether it was a job that you gave them, or a project that you guys worked on together, or a romantic relationship. This person promised you that they would be something, and they completely dropped the ball, and they know it. And it's all because they were tempted away. And you already know that. And they know you know it. So the fact that they've taken so long to do this is another thing that's really just irritating the fuck out of you. Like you probably told this person they were gonna do this before they even did it. So the fact that they've taken anywhere between 4 and 7 months, 4 and 7 years to come and face you, I think that in itself pisses you off, like to a certain degree. Someone could be born January 5th. Someone could be a life past 6. Yeah, this person's definitely had to go within and gain the mental strength. Because I'm sure this person actually is strong physically, but mentally, that this person's really weak. They don't have any self control. They don't have any self worth. They are very easily they're gullible. They're easily swayed by a pretty girl or handsome guy. They will literally fall right into the hands of a temptress or a tempter. And I don't think they realized how easy they were until they lost you. Again, it may not be a romantic connection. It could be the job that you gave them, or it could be a family member. But this person, I think losing you or the connection that they have with you, whatever it may have been, it opened their eyes to the fact that they are gullible. They are um, easily swayed, easily tempted, and their mental strength, their moral compass, or their people pleasing skills, or they care too much about what other people think, or willing to just act upon what somebody else tells them instead of like going and researching the situation or getting both sides of the story, or basically just getting the facts of what really happened instead of just. But this person, whoever they are to you, they literally just believed another person, and they decided to jump ship, like basically jump off of your boat onto this person's boat, and they joined sides with this person based upon what this person had told them, and they didn't even have the audacity or the um, the respect or the common decency to even come and tell you what this person had said about you. They just went along with whatever felt good, or again, I believe this person was bribed with either monetary gain or something else this person was tempted to, or was weak in saying no to. And instead of like coming and asking you your side of the story, they just went right along with this person because they were giving this person was giving them whatever they wanted. Page of Earth. This person's probably younger than you, or you just view this person as an immature, um, little kid. I mean, a lost boy from Peter Pan, like a lost boy that refuses to grow up. Deer could be significant, or someone could be a Virgo. Um, Somebody could be Native American. Somebody could have blue eyes. Somebody could go barefoot quite often because both the people in both decks and both pictures I'm looking at right now, both people are barefoot. Or someone could be a descendant of the Blackfoot Native American tribe. Someone's last name could be Lyons. But yeah, I don't think this is the first time this person's let you down, and you're really your give a damn's busted. I mean, this person even has wings, so this person they're flighty. I mean, at least that's your opinion of them because of what they showed you and the way that they completely and utterly disrespected you, your business, or just you as a person. This person's shown you that they have no regard for you, and they don't. I mean, they can't respect you. If they would have had even an ounce of respect for you, they would have come and told you what was going on. Seven of Swords. Wow. So the Seven of Swords is yeah, it's come out in both decks. So both people are feeling betrayed, or this person that betrayed you is completely owning it. I think that's why it's taken them so long to come to you, because their pride and their ego would not let them admit fault. They had to get to hit rock bottom and surrender before I would let them face you and completely take the accountability for what they've done. Even though I think they knew the whole time how shitty it was, they just refused to admit that they were in the wrong. They didn't work alone though. They worked with at least 3 other people, and they definitely were coerced or bribed, or they were seduced into doing it. but at the same time, they literally knew what they were doing was going to hurt you. The whole purpose of it was to hurt you, and they still decided to join forces with these people and not even so much as give you a fuck you. This person's made away with 5 swords, though. Only 2 are left behind. So, the same way that this person did you, they did this group that they joined to work against you. So, this group's probably looking for this person now, too. And that could be another reason why that they're incognito, because they're on the run from either this group or the authorities because of what they've done. But that might be why they're not showing their face or why they're not calling you, or at least they haven't up until this point. Because I really believe that there's silence is about to be broken. But this person has to be careful and strategic about how they do it, because they're, like I said, they did the same thing to these people, this group, as they did to you. And this group is not so forgiving. You actually took the high road and you transmuted all. You felt the pain, you took the pain, you endured the loss. I mean, it may not have been that easy, but over time and through prayer, meditation, and just your natural, compassionate, loving, kind self. I mean, you may have cursed this person left and right, like several different times. Like, you may have cried, you may have screamed, you may have even like yelled at God, but through it all, you transmitted the pain and you've let it go and you've forgiven this person. But I just don't think that you have a whole lot of you really don't have. This person lost. Well, they tossed it in the trash as they did you, but the way you used to view this person, you don't view them in the same way anymore, and it's because of what they chose to do and how they chose to do it. And they definitely know that their lies, their deceit, and their thievery, trickery is the reason why you don't view them the same. I think you do still love them, and I think that this person knows you still love them. And the sad thing is, I think they want to like try and capitalize on that. But at the same time, they're trying, they're being cautious about it because they know that if there's a good chance you're going to know that they're like expecting you to be kind, loving, and compassionate because that's your true nature. But they also know that you know their true nature and you can see through them. Um, and this person's desperate. They don't have anyone right now. They're pretty much in the same position you were when they decided to toss you in the trash. Except you didn't have to worry about 2 sides of a coin because you had everyone like just coming at you for no reason, like, and just basically stab you in the front. I mean, kind of sort of in the back, but this person not only has to worry about the repercussions of what they did to you, they have to worry about the repercussions of what they did to the people they worked with, and trying to evade the authorities. So they're desperate, and they're really, really hoping that even if you see through them, that you will still show them some kind of mercy because they have nowhere else to turn. You're getting some kind of victory, though. How about you come to my house and get a shout out? Because clearly, it's obvious who you are. Not only are you getting the victory and you're getting recognition for what you've been through and for how you overcame it, you've got 5 other either people or um, sponsors of some or hidden helpers. You may not even know these people are helping you, but there are 5 different either corporations, establishments, or individual people that are standing beside you, whether they've revealed themselves to you in the 3D or not, and they are protecting you from any further harm or damage. I mean, clearly you have free will and you have to make your own choices when it comes to certain things, but this victory, I think, has already been established and it's already been obtained. You just haven't, possibly, you just haven't walked it out in the 3D yet, but it's coming. And it's going to usher in a very contracted, I mean, you're going into a very successful period of your life. You've done the work, you passed the test, you endured the pain, you took the high road, and now it's time for your story to be heard, for you to be known, and for your testimony to help people who will come after you. And this person knows that because they chose to be a shithead, that they're not coming with you. They're not allowed to come with you. But I think they want to do the right thing at least, and face you and admit to you their involvement and exactly how deep their involvement went, and possibly even give you some kind of information or evidence or something to help you gain justice all the way around, or possibly even just like a monetary gift, like to pay you back for what they were partaking from you. So whatever it is that they're choosing to do, they do want to at least have a face to face with you and tell you they really did love you, and they can't believe that they did you the way that they did you. They didn't have the courage that you had. And at the end of the day, it's basically what it boils down to. They were too afraid to stand with you against a group of people. So they chose to stand with a group of people and leave you alone. So you had to go through this all by yourself. And even though it makes this person admire you and respect you like that much more, obviously it did the exact opposite for you. You now you have less respect for this person, and you actually don't even, you kind of feel like the person that you thought they were never existed. You kind of feel like the whole thing was a facade, which it may very well have been. But with this person, if this person comes in and like owns up to what they did and tries their best to make it right with you, then no, you were not completely wrong. This person actually was a good person. They just were a people pleaser, and they were a coward, and they were afraid to stand to go against the grain. The whole world's gonna know your name. You're probably gonna wind up traveling the world for quite a bit of, I mean, over the rest of your life. Like, you will definitely, I think, be a world renowned traveler, and you will share your testimony with, I mean, a multitude of people from different countries, cultures, different languages. Um, your story definitely is going to touch millions of people, and it's something that a lot of people, you just, God has, he created a specific path for you to walk that very few could actually walk it and survive. And your testimony is, it's going to touch millions of people, because there's been so much adversity, so much pain. You've had to endure like every heartbreak or betrayal like known to man, and whether or not you these people are exactly like you or not, there's one part of your story that almost anyone can relate to. And so you're going to be able to capture I mean, the audience of a lot of, I mean, millions of people, they're going to be able to relate to your story some way, shape, or form. I mean, you've dealt with homelessness, you've dealt with prejudice, you've dealt with, I mean, people thinking that they're better than you, people thinking that they're God and like putting you down or like stealing from you, uh, slandering your character, trying to like outright kill you. You've dealt with domestic violence. You've dealt confirmation. What's up? You've dealt with betrayal of your own parents, siblings. You dealt with substance abuse. You possibly have even either the domestic violence was just that bad and you were in and out of the hospital because the person that you were with like really was a piece of shit, that couldn't keep their hands off of you, or you've been in some kind of car wreck that like you shouldn't have walked out. You should not have survived that car wreck, and because of God, you did because you were meant to live and share what you've been through. Somebody really did try to put you in the Five of Pentacles though, and you overcame it like by yourself. Oh, I mean, with God, but like you had no help on the 3D. Like with God and you alone, you overcame the Five of Pentacles, and it's Five of Pentacles that you didn't deserve to be in the first place because this group of people stole everything from you in order to put you in the Five of Pentacles. Like you actually had worked hard. You actually had acquired like assets. You had acquired like a savings, and these people took it from you to make it look like that you were a busted piece of shit. And that's one of the things this person's really like they're having nightmares about it. Um, and I think it's one of the reasons why they're being convicted to come and face you and tell you what they done, what they were part of, and to do whatever they can to make amends because God is not letting this person. I think this person has nightmares, and you are in their nightmares. Like this person is haunted by what they did to you because they know you didn't deserve it, and they know you actually really loved them. And I think deep down, this person really loved you too. They just were either afraid to admit it to anyone else, or they couldn't even, like they were afraid to admit it to themselves because of what they've been through with other people. Because this person's definitely like I think this person has gone through exactly what they put you through. With other people have done it to them, and I guess this person had the mentality of I'm going to leave you before you can leave me, and they really fucked themselves with you because you were never going to leave them. You were the one that was going to. I mean, you were the ride or die, and because this person let other people get in their head, and other people tell them what they should or shouldn't do, they walk out on their ride or die, and now they're going to have to be in the Five of Pentacles alone, just like you did. Except the difference is they deserve it. And you're getting everything you ever wished for. Everything you ever prayed and asked God for, it's coming through. It may be like a overnight, like all at once, like rags to riches, or you just, as long as you keep going and you don't give up, you're going to acquire the wealth, you're going to acquire the stability, the the fame, the admiration, the respect. You're going to acquire every bit of generational wealth. I mean, abundance. Because, I mean, abundance is not just money. Abundance, I mean, a legacy is your character. It's your, yeah, it's money that your assets and stuff that you could pass down to future generations. But it's also the way people remember you when they think of you. And people will definitely, what you went through, people are going to remember how strong you were and how you really overcame. I mean, psychological warfare. These people were psychologically torturing you. They, they stole all your shit and then told you were crazy. Told everyone you were on drugs. Told everyone that you were a violent person, and that everything they said about you was an absolute facade. I mean, downright fucking lie. Um, and not only were you able to overcome it and show the real you, and people were able to see that this group of people was lying just by you being you, and you really never got, like, you never tried to get revenge. Now you may have spoken up and you may have, like, stood in your power and stood in your truth and spoke your truth, but you never, like, went after these people. You let God do it, and people are going to remember that. It's one of the reasons why people are going to are starting to like you so much, because yeah, at first these people got a lot of people to hate you, or at least not fuck with you, because they, whatever this group was saying, a lot of people believed it, and now there's a lot of people regretting that they believed it and not giving you a chance to state your case before they pass judgment on you. But not only will you leave behind wealth, like money, assets, probably a business or some kind of institution, you're going to leave behind that your integrity. And people are going to remember you for being a person of integrity, a person who may not always do the right thing or may not always be able to achieve like what they wanted, like completely to the picture of the way they envisioned. It may not have come out like the way that they thought it was going to, or it may not have happened exactly in the timing that they wanted, because our timing doesn't matter, it's God's timing. And sometimes we things don't work out exactly the way that we plan, but people are going to know that whenever you put your heart into something and whenever you gave your word to something, you went above and beyond to make sure that whatever you said you were going to do, you did it. And I think people are already starting to realize that. I mean, anyone who knows you. And yeah, that legacy is already the foundation's already being laid. And that, I mean, that was a part of what this whole, God passed you through the fire and you didn't burn. The foundation of your legacy has been built over the last couple of years while you were going through all these tests, trials, and tribulations with these people. Because every time they threw an attack at you, or they stole something from you, or they cost you a job, or they cost you a relationship, or they cost you a friendship, people saw the way you reacted and the way you handled it. And people are completely amazed by it, and they're inspired by it as well. And this person, in trying to break your heart, they broke their own. The 3 people that they worked with got them to throw 3 swords into your heart, and then those 3 people each took 1 sword out of your heart and at the same time threw it into this person's heart. Someone could be a Libra. Somebody could be born March 10th or October 3rd. I also have October 5th and May 10th or May 13th. Someone's name could begin with a P or with an R. I also have Y and W. 3 of Earth. It's Capricorn energy. 3-3. So it could be a life path 6 or 33 could be somebody's life path. March 3rd. There's definitely a feminine that was really jealous of you. That could be the person that is coming to apologize. But yeah, they let jealousy and envy. I mean, she's green on the card. She's in a green dress. Her mask is green. Her little saber or whatever that is, it's green. And this bitch was green with envy. Like she had no reason to hate you, but because she's not you. That's I mean, she hated you because she wasn't you, and she may have, even though I don't think so, but both these women are, if you ask me, they're both attractive. But for some reason, this woman thought that you were prettier than her. Hey, how's it going? Um, and through her own insecurities or lack of self esteem or self worth, her jealousy and envy toward you, I literally turned into fucking hate. I mean, so much hate that she gathered these other people and banded them together to go up against you and try to do everything that she could to at least destroy your character or your reputation, your business, your finances. And I mean, she might have even like really wanted to have you like literally taken out, like have you unalived. But she would have at least been happy if she could have destroyed your reputation, your business, and took all your finances and your relationships away from you. I think she would have been content with that. And even though she got fairly close to doing it, she didn't. I mean, you bounced back like quicker than these people. I think are afraid of you, honestly, because of how quickly you bounce back. I keep hearing the name Lacey. So someone's name could be Lacey. That could be your name, or it could be the person who was in a secret competition with you, or was your hidden enemy. Hangman. Man. Yeah, this person did everything they could to make sure that you got stuck in life so that they could try and surpass you, try and get to whatever, like the promised land before you got there. This person really thought that they were, I believe this person studied you, like either when they were hanging out with you or when you guys were working together or whatnot. This person literally observed you. I mean, every moment they could without someone catching on to the fact that that's what they were doing. Um, and they knew your mannerisms, they knew the way you spoke, they knew how you. I mean, this person had a way of keeping eyes on you, and they had a couple people that they would pay or they were working together with to also keep tabs on you. Um, but this person, I mean, they knew when you shit, when you ate breakfast, they knew what outfit you were going to wear before you knew what outfit you were going to wear, type shit. And they really had convinced themselves that they would be better at being you than you are at being you. So they tried to get you hung, stuck, and they wanted you to keep you hidden from the. I mean, they wanted you to be forgotten about. If they couldn't unalive you and actually get rid of you, they wanted you kept in a box, kept locked in a room, like in a tower somewhere, like Rapunzel, and to where no one would ever see or hear you, and they could go on living your destiny, living your life's purpose, while you rotted away in some hidden tower somewhere or some basement or uh, torture room or dungeon, and they were out living the good life that you were supposed to be living. This person convinced themselves that they could do this. This person could be a Pisces. Their name could start with a D. I heard Daniel. Somebody could climb trees or be really good at like scaling, like rock climbing, or someone's very very good at I don't know what you call that, but climbing trees. They can like get up into high places very fairly easily. Like they can scale walls and stuff like Spider-Man. Two of Water. This was definitely a partnership, a soulmate partnership. Again, whether or not it was a family member, a lover, a coworker, a boss, or you were their boss. This connection was fated, and it definitely could have a past life connection as well. Somebody definitely could be a Pisces or a Cancer. Someone definitely has eyes on you all the time. Like both these flowers, both of them look like they have an eye, and they're both looking at the fish. So yeah, someone has someone watching you at all times. Like, and as creepy as that sounds, or as impossible as that sounds, how many devices do you have in your house? Every device that was made after 2005 has a camera and a microphone in it. If the person is tech savvy enough to hack devices, boom, your smart TV, your phone, your DVD player, your Xbox, your PlayStation, all those. Like if someone's smart enough, they can tap into all that and they can have eyes on you at all times. And if they are a family member, then they're probably, if you live with other family members, they're corresponding with them. Or if even if you don't live with them, like, hey, when's the last time you saw so and so? You know what I mean? So whoever this is, they know what you're doing all the time. They're tired though. They're ready to let it go. Either the way you bounce back showed them that they just can't fuck with you, or their guilt and the remorse of what they've done to you, it's more than they can bear, and they just want to go off into what do you call that, exile. Like it's like this gatekeeper or whatever, this like person that's paddling the boat or whatnot, is sending them right into like a mountainous island, and like they're gonna just drop them off, and they're gonna be the only person on this island, and they're gonna spend the rest of their life in captivity for what they've done to you. And I mean, clearly that's a metaphor, but I really do believe that this person will suffer in relationships of any kind for the rest of their life. They're probably going to suffer like financially as well because of what they did to you. And if it hadn't been for God, they would have taken your life. I mean, that was the end. That was the end goal for this person. They really wanted you out of here, and they wanted to take over being you. They either tried six different like methodically planned out schemes to take you out, or they worked with six different people. There was a group of seven people that worked together, possibly eight. So either there was one giant scheme or plan that was maliciously and methodically thought out, and these 6 to 8 people like went in balls to the walls to execute it, or there was 6 to 8 different attempts that were tried, and each one of them failed. But I'm going to go with there was 8 people who worked extensively hard on this huge elaborate illusion, and they all played their part, and they all knew what part they were playing, and they all worked together to make sure that it went off without a hitch. And well, God spoiled their plans. You might suffer with like stress or anxiety now because of PTSD. You could definitely probably don't socialize as much as you used to. Um, you might have nightmares from time to time, and you might even have anxiety attacks from time to time, like when you're in really crowded places. You might get really dizzy when you're out in public, like if you're around too many people or the noise is too loud. Like going into Walmart or something might cause you to like have a panic attack. But just keep fighting it. Keep showing up because you will overcome it. I mean, go to a counselor, a doctor if you need to. I don't really. I am not big on prescription drugs, but If that's what you need, then by all means, do what's best for you. But you're going to overcome this. I mean, you're really a lot further along than you give yourself credit for. You're stronger than you give yourself credit for. Someone can have blonde hair. Yeah, you're more you're further along than most people would be after going through what you've gone through. You're definitely a lot wiser because two of these birds are an owl, so you definitely have wisdom of an owl. But you almost couldn't go through something like this and not obtain wisdom or knowledge. Like you really were like in this strategically like maliciously methodically formed maze or matrix that was created by people that or a person who spearheaded a team, and this person was supposed to care about you on some level, and they spent a lot of time, money, energy, effort to destroy you. So yeah, like anyone that would like I mean take a toll on anybody, and most people I don't think would be able to overcome it, and that's why this group is afraid of you because you weren't supposed to. You were supposed to lay down and die, or you were supposed to take yourself out, either kill yourself or go insane, and you didn't do either. So you really need to give yourself the same compassion that you give to other people, and really give yourself the credit. You are a lot further along in the process, in the healing process, than you really should be. I mean, you're healing faster than you think. I mean, God's working miracles in your life, and I think there's about to be a supernatural miracle, like where God is really going to. You might even get an instant or overnight, like, uh, I mean, like an instant healing, I guess, to where you can really wake up and this all just be behind you. I mean, more than likely, it's not going to happen that way, but it could because God is very proud of you because of how hard this was and how you did the very best you could to take the high road. You handled this with grace. I mean, you showed these people mercy and compassion because you didn't do anything to retaliate. Every time a sword went in your back, you did nothing to retaliate. Like I said, you may have ran your mouth or you may have spoken your truth and you may have spoken it in a very abrupt, uh, not so politically correct way. But I mean, who can blame you? I mean, these people were literally trying to kill you. Like, and even they weren't physically trying to kill you, they were trying to kill your character, kill your reputation to where you couldn't make any money, to where you couldn't, nobody wanted to date you, nobody wanted to be your friend. Like, these people were evil, straight up evil. And they're going, I mean, they are probably already getting it. That's might be, I think it's another reason why this person wants to come back and, tell you what they've done and make amends, or at least try and make the best they can to make it right in the best way they can, because this person's probably already got 5 of these 10 swords back in like in their back now, and they know there's more coming. You see, you had no idea when this all started what was coming at you, why it was coming at you, where it was coming from, because you did nothing to deserve it. This was all because of some petty, envious, vindictive little bitch who just really wanted to be you. That's why you went through what you went through. This person, they know exactly who, what, when, and where, and why you went through what you went through. They know what they sent at you. They know exactly how many times they sent it. And they know because you healed and you overcame it that all of it's coming back to them. So they know what's coming. And that's why they're so fucking scared. November 10th or September 10th or October 9th. Yeah, this truth is really going to set you free. You might as well just call yourself Pegasus, because I mean, it's going to give you the wings, or it's going to the truth that you're about to get is going to heal your broken wing, and you literally are going to be able to fly. I mean, metaphorically speaking, but you were born to fly. You were meant to be seen by on a worldwide level. Like you were meant to be. I mean, people. You were meant to be known. Like, cause your wisdom, your talents, your gifts. Like God gave you a personality, a heart, abilities that the world would need, and you were always meant to be seen on a worldwide by. You were meant to be seen by millions of people, whether you whatever ability or talent that you have, you were meant to share it with a lot of people and help a lot of people grow and overcome a lot of, I mean, adversity. Um, I mean, you're a healer, and maybe your healing isn't like actual medicine. Maybe it's like through laughter, or through comedy, or through acting, or through dance, or through song. But your talents, your abilities, your skills, whatever they may be, there is the way God molded you and shaped you together. Whatever talents you have, whatever abilities you have, when you use them, and people see you using them, or they are a part of the experience that you create through whatever talent you have, it really helps people heal just by seeing you perform on stage, or hearing you sing, or watching you dance, or listening to your testimony, or just your compassion, your ability to listen to other people, like when they need to speak. You're a very good listener. Like, I mean, people can. You probably, if this is resonating with you, you probably have experienced a lot in your life that people come up to you out of nowhere. You've never met them before, and they tell you like one of their deepest, darkest secrets, or they tell you like one of the most traumatic things they've been through in their entire life, like for no reason at all. Like you're like, why did you just tell me that? Why would you tell a perfect stranger like that your dad molested you when you were 5? Or why would you tell a perfect stranger that you got drunk and almost killed somebody, like in a car crash, like committed manslaughter? Like, why would you do that? Like, so whoever you are, that's a part of your destiny. That's a part of your purpose. People see your light. They There's a calming, or there's something about you that people just see, and they know that they can trust you, or they know that you can help them with their deepest darkest secrets, or the biggest problem they've ever faced, or whatnot. And they're all too willing to come up and tell you this like instantly. Like you might not even like know this person's name, and they're willing to tell you like the worst thing they've ever been through, because they know that you can help them, because that is literally one of your gifts. So if you're resonating with this, then that I'm sure you've been through that multiple times throughout your life. Definitely, probably, either you're very attractive, or you've dealt with a lot of I heard incest, so I'm going to say it. You've dealt with incest, molestation, uh, possibly even been raped as an adult. People have always thought that they could just take from you, and apparently, sexually, people thought that they if they wanted something from you sexually, they were just allowed to have it. And even if you said no, more likely, more often than not, they took it anyways. And this person that's coming in to give you this truth or whatever, they may have done something to you, they forced themselves on you, uh, in some way, shape, or form, but they crossed a boundary that they shouldn't have fucking crossed, and they know they shouldn't have fucking crossed it. It's another thing that I think they want to apologize for, or try and do whatever they can to like make it right. Something about lizards. Somebody could live in Florida, or somebody could live in the desert. Whoever you are, whoever this is coming in to speak to you, there's a lot of passion and desire in the message, and whatever the truth, like whatever is going to be said, whether you're the one saying it or this person, there's a lot of passion and desire, and it's going to be very whatever you got to say. The other person's definitely going to listen. They're going to have like they're not going to have a choice. Like, whether they're listening out of like through inspiration or they're listening through fear because they're afraid to like not listen because they're afraid you're going to knock their head off. Because whatever this is, it's a very serious matter. You could be a masculine that I'm talking to. You're definitely emperor or empress, like, or you're meant to be one, and you're actually this is like the last bit of the molding and the shaping and the being forged through the fire. You're almost gold. I mean, if I pull the emperor card, so you might be a masculine that I'm talking to, but or you could be a feminine in their masculine energy because of what you've been through, and possibly this Knight of Wands character or this person that's coming in with all this passion and desire, they might be the one that's able to love you back into your feminine energy, and make you feel protected and let you know that everything's okay and that you can let your guard down and that you can be the soft, gentle, caring, loving person that you're meant to be, and that they will take over the masculinity. They will be the masculine that will protect you, and provide for you. You don't have to do that for yourself anymore. Or when this person comes in and says what they got to say, whatever the healing is that's done between the two of you will open up your heart for this emperor person, your actual emperor, to come into your 3D reality. There could be two people fighting in the background, either about what was done to you or about which one of them are going to come in and be Captain Savaho. One is definitely more passion and loin driven. One's more driven by lust, and the other is more driven by um, truth and integrity. But I do believe that they both genuinely have a desire to be with you or to take care of you and protect you from harm, because they both know what you've been through. But one is going to be more want to protect you. Like, one of them wants to have sex with you. Like, I mean, somebody is like lusting over you hardcore, and the other one like genuinely like, actually wants to protect you. They may actually want a sexual relationship with you, but I'm not seeing it as much. This other person just literally wants to protect you because they actually genuinely love you, even if it's just a platonic love. But one of the two definitely, they would be in your bed right now if they could be. Like, if you would tell this person, "Hey, I'm at such and such address. Please come get in my bed," they would be here before you probably even finish the sentence. And this is somebody who definitely they broke your heart, and they know they did, because behind your back they were over here flirting with some other bird. Like, they were talking, like they were. This person cheated on you, whoever it is. They definitely took your empress title, your throne, or they saw you as they treated you like a karmic, and they treated a karmic as if the karmic was the empress, and they, I mean, broke your heart and cracked broke your wing too. I mean, whatever heartbreak you suffered because of this person, it really did break you down enough to where you had to go through an immense amount of healing and alone time. And I mean, you spent a lot of time with God to repair what this person did. I mean, God was with you the whole time too, because there's a bird right here on your wing, or this woman's wing, and there's two up here. God was protecting you, um, but there was a lesson in the pain. There was purpose in the pain, and even though it might have felt like God wasn't there because of how much it hurt, He was definitely there, and He's actually with you now, and He might be protecting you from this person from coming back in. So that might be why this person hasn't come back in up until this point, because until this person surrenders and is on some like legit shit, God God is not your spirit guide, your guardian angel is not going to let this person contact you or like be able to physically meet up with you, because they're not going to let this person harm you in any way ever again. Like this person's done all the harm that they can do to you. So if they're not the on some real shit, they're not going to be able to come in. But I think they're really getting really close, because um, this person definitely, if they're not at rock bottom already, they're almost there. Yeah, what I say? Ten of Wands. This person is carrying all the burdens that they wanted you to carry, but they're carrying it multiplied 3 times, because when they wanted you to carry it, you didn't deserve to carry it to begin with. They actually, this person like wanted you to like take on their karma while they went off and tried to live your dharma. Well, now all the karma they tried to give to you, they're carrying that times 3, because they legitimately like they added to their karma by trying to make you serve karma that wasn't yours. Somebody definitely could be in jail, or somebody is going to go to jail, and I think that they know that too. It's another reason why they're just about, if they haven't surrendered yet, they're almost there. They can't handle the pressure anymore. They can't handle the guilt. They can't handle the weight. I mean, they can't handle people talking about them or laughing at them. They can't handle like the fact that you won't talk to them, and then the very real possibility of being locked up. But this woman's wearing stripes, so I definitely think that somebody is going to be locked up for a certain, like, even if it's just a little amount of time. Someone's going to jail for something. But whatever it is, whoever it is, they deserve it, and they possibly even deserve more than what they're going to get. But that's, I mean, that's the great thing about God. Like, I mean, His mercy, His love, His compassion, His grace. I mean, it knows no bounds. And if you legitimately surrender and turn back to Him and repent, He will be gracious enough and compassionate enough to not make you carry the full weight of the consequence of what you've done. But the longer you go, and you're walking in pride instead of listening to God, pride goeth before the fall. So the longer you're listening to your pride and your ego, the more you're going to have to feel. And I think this person definitely, if they obviously didn't know it before, but they know it now. And while they're going through all that, you're getting a wish fulfillment. Either some kind of breakthrough in your finances, or the dream job, or whatever it is that you've prayed and wished for, I mean, years. something, yeah, I think you were starting to give up on, that you didn't think it was ever going to happen. Something that you could have been praying for 9 years. Something you could have been praying for since 1993, like October of 1993. Whatever it is, you've had this heart's desire for your entire life, and you've been praying for it. You've been striving for it for since your childhood, and God's finally gonna, that door is gonna be opened. That breakthrough. I mean that blockage that's been in your way your entire life is finally being removed, and God's gonna open the door so that you can walk through for that opportunity, for that job, that career, that whatever it is that you've been wanting. God's opening the door for you now. I can't make it up. And he's using this person that betrayed you and tried to take you out. He's using them to give you. This person's going to be your footstool. This person, God has prepared a table for you, and this person is going to be your footstool. And they're going to have to watch you while they're going through all the pain and hell and suffering that they put you through. While they're facing that, they're also going to have to face a part of their pain and suffering is going to be watching you get everything you ever wanted. Someone's name is Paul. I'm also getting Marissa. Or Miranda. July 9th or September 7th could be significant. 1999 could be significant as well. Page of Fire. You possibly either have a child who is a fire sign, or a child who has the same passion and desires that you have, and God might be working something together for you and your kid to actually create something together. Um, or you may have given up on maybe your wish and your desire was to be a parent. And how's it going? Um, and you've given up on the fact that you're ever going to be a parent, and God's about to give you that wish fulfillment. You're about to be, whether you're male or female, you're either about to get pregnant or you're about to get somebody pregnant, and possibly maybe you're not married, maybe you're single, and you're about to get married and get pregnant almost all at once. You might even get this person. You might even conceive on your honeymoon. If that's something you've wanted your entire life and you haven't gotten it up until this point, that definitely I believe is what God's going to bless you with if that's what you've been wanting. Someone could be born in the year of the tiger. Canada could be significant. Somebody could live in Canada or be born. They were born in Canada. For somebody else, this is a different story, but somebody else, your moon sign is a fire sign. Like your moon is either Aries, Leo, Sag. Your sun sign's not, but your moon sign is. And you are very in touch with your emotions, and you're really connected with the moon. I'll put it that way. Your favorite color could be purple, red, orange, or turquoise. But if that right there resonated with you, you're meant to teach people how to transmute energy, how to master their emotions, because that's what you have learned through your test. God tried you by the fire and you didn't burn. You came out gold. But what the test was for you to get your emotions in check, and instead of like being ruled by your emotions, you were able to transmute whatever emotion it was and properly use the energy instead of like just being all willy nilly and like letting your rage or your anger or your lust or your sadness control you. You actually have learned, you've mastered yourself and your emotions, and you've learned how to take any emotion whatsoever and transmute it into something positive. You know how to take negative experiences and transmute it into something positive. You've mastered that, and you're meant to help others master that ability as well. Definitely something significant about a butterfly. So somebody has definitely completed their transformation, or this conversation that's going to be had fairly soon. That's going to allow for at least you, if not both the people involved, to fully transform and be the new them. So you could be. I mean, you're already in your new beginning, but this conversation, this truth, this reconciliation, this, or even if it's not a reconciliation, this making of amends, this closure. I take it however it resonates. Depending on who you are, it could go either way. Um, but it's going to give you both that final piece of your transformation. Like, you will be fully transformed once this conversation takes place. And I definitely think you'll both be at peace with the connection or the role that you played in each other's lives when you walk away from each other. If you resonate with the situation going to just be closure and not reconciliation. Now, for some of you, I believe that once the conversation has been had and takes place, you guys actually will reconcile, because I really feel like there was a lot of lies and illusions, and what you perceive or believe to be true at this point, when this conversation takes place, you're going to realize that a lot of things you thought were true were an illusion. As long as you stay out of your pride and your ego, there definitely, for some people, there is a very, very high, very strong chance of reconciliation. Now, so for some, it's just going to be closure, for you guys both to be at peace with what happened, for the lessons that you were meant to teach each other, and 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 to have peace with the role that you guys played in each other's lives. And I do believe after you guys make that peace, make that amends, that you will walk away from each other and more likely never speak again. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Like, that strained the hell out of me. I hope it helped somebody. If you're going through anything I just described, I I've been through it too. I love you. Stay prayed up. Stay in God's hedge of protection. He's with you. He's getting you through this, and everything you've gone through is or will serve a purpose. And at some point, you will look back and be glad that it happened. See you in the next one.